Hi everybody, we're going to talk about the fear of failing your driving test. So let me just clear a couple of things up. In the UK, the pass rate is around about 50%, give or take 1 or 2% either side. And I say that because it varies from year to year. But I think it dropped to about 43% at one point when the pandemic was on, but it's slowly going back up. So which means that half of the people take a test fail. And they fail for whatever reason. They might not be prepared. They might be just nervous drivers and they just lost it on the day. It does happen, lots of people. If you're one of them people who gets nervous, then you want to prepare for that. So the fear of failing your driving test is a really common thing. You know, I've had lots of my students who dream about the driving test the week before the test, and they dream about them driving on the test. I say to them, how did you get on? Half the time they say, well, I failed. And the other half the time they say, I don't know, woke up for the end. So if you start dreaming about your driving test, put a comment below, tell me. Because I always like listening to stories like that. But it's the fear. It's the fear of, God, the unknown. And you've just got to say to yourself, if I can not tell everyone I've got my driving test coming up, there's less pressure. Now, if you've already told someone, or you've told everyone, then that's the pressure you're going to get, unfortunately. You're going to get people messaging you, either straight to your text message or on social media, to your page, saying to you, good luck on your driving test. Is it coming up? So if you can, avoid telling everyone you got your test coming up. Take that pressure off you. So there's less pressure, less fear of, oh God, everyone's expecting me to pass now. If I don't pass, and it becomes a lot of pressure, and you start to fear if you make a mistake. Where if you think about your driving lessons, if you make a mistake, you don't fear that because you know you can deal with it. Oh God, oh, I've stalled. Oh, clutch down, brake on. First gear, start the car, look around, make sure it's safe, and I'm off. So that fear of making a mistake is not a problem, but when you fear about your driving test, you've got to think, well, if I do things safely, I'll be fine. If I don't worry about I make mistakes, because I'm going to make mistakes. After I pass my test, I'm going to make mistakes. But I've got to keep myself safe. So I shouldn't fear that. And if I go in for a driving test prepared the best I can, then I know I've got a good chance of passing, so I shouldn't fear about what if that goes wrong, what if this goes wrong. So make sure that you can drive to a good standard. Make sure that you've prepared yourself the best you can by, you know, all your manoeuvres. You know all the questions they're going to ask you. You know the answers. You know where things are in the car. You know how to use the controls. You know how to use the demister, things like that. Because silly things like that will possibly fail your test if you don't know how to use them. And if you've got the opportunity, do a mock test. Get that fear out of the way. You know, chances are you're going to fail your mock test, but at least you've done it. At least you've had that, oh God, I failed for something stupid. I can't believe I failed for that. And it happens. So if you're new to your test, it's your first test coming up and you fear it, then it is normal. Don't worry about that. Just prepare yourself for the test best you can by making sure that you can drive to a good standard. Make sure you know all your manoeuvres. Try not to tell everyone you got your test coming up. And finally, don't worry if you make a mistake. Keep yourself safe and don't worry what the examiner's thinking. Because they're there to assess you. They're not there to kind of make you fail. You're the one who's driving, okay? Good luck. I hope this helps you. If it does, fantastic. Safe driving, everybody, and good luck on the test.